What's wrong with the Rockets' death lineup? This season, the talent-loaded Houston Rockets rolled out a wild experiment, their so-called death lineup. But while the games have been intense, the results, not so much. Wins have been hard to come by. So how exactly did Houston's Death 5 fail? The logic behind the Rockets' jumbo lineup is simple: shoot and rebound. Use their size to dominate the glass on both ends, create more shot attempts, and win through volume. And with Kevin Durant joining the mix, he not only boosted their shooting, but also gave them a reliable closer in crunch time. Basically, KD was supposed to be the insurance policy for that shoot and rebound philosophy, a way to raise their margin for error. At first glance, the logic sounds flawless. But look closer, and you'll find the one fatal flaw: turnovers. Rebounding isn't the only thing that determines shot volume. Turnovers can be just as devastating. They don't just kill possessions, they also erase potential offensive rebounds and second chance points. And that's exactly where Houston's death lineup falls apart. In this lineup, Steven Adams doesn't shoot threes, Amen Thompson can't make them, and Alperen Sengun's touch comes and goes. Only Durant and Jabari Smith Jr. can be trusted from deep. That means the half-court offense is always cramped. And since the Rockets don't have an elite ball handler, and the average passing and decision-making across the board is pretty mediocre, things get messy. To make matters worse, they often use Sengun as a post initiator. Combine a big lineup, limited spacing, and average ball control, and the result is predictable: a mountain of turnovers. So far this season, the Rockets lead the entire NBA with an 18.1% turnover rate. That number alone explains a lot. The more they turn the ball over, the fewer offensive possessions and shot attempts they get. It basically cancels out the advantage they were supposed to gain from all those rebounds. In other words, their high turnover rate completely breaks the logic of the shoot and rebound system they built around. Even worse, all those giveaways feed the opponent's transition game. So far this year, the Rockets are giving up 22 points per game off turnovers, third worst in the league. Outside of the turnover problem, there's another big issue: they're slow. A slow offense means fewer fast break opportunities, fewer easy buckets. Statistically, the Rockets average just 7.5 fast break points per game, second lowest in the NBA. Part of that is because the lineup is full of big men who move like trucks. Part of it is by design. They deliberately slow the pace to let their bigs get set. And part of it is because they just don't have enough players who can push the ball. Right now, Amen Thompson is the only one who can grab a rebound and go coast to coast efficiently. Only Amen and KD can actually finish those transition drives. When you can't score the easy ones, your total output will never be elite. Defensively, their lack of speed is just as costly, especially in transition. They currently allow 16 fast break points per game, ranking 16th in the league. That might not sound terrible, until you realize they crash the offensive glass at a 40% rate, one of the best in the NBA. Given that, those 16 points are actually a problem, it means their floor balance is broken. In the half court, their slow lateral movement creates even more headaches. Sure, Amen Thompson is an elite on-ball defender, but the other four, Durant, Smith, Sengun, and Adams, all struggle to stay in front of quicker guards on switches. So head coach Ime Udoka often resorts to zone defense, hoping the help coverage can mask those one-on-one weaknesses. But in real games, that idea has backfired badly. Everyone knows the weakness of zone defense: no one boxes out. And when you don't box out, you give up rebounds. By going zone, Houston's lineup actually gives away its biggest strength, the glass. Their defensive rebounding rate is just 66.7%, eighth worst in the NBA. They're also giving up 18.5 second chance points per game, again eighth most in the league. Their lack of mobility is literally undermining their rebounding advantage, and with it, their entire winning formula. And all of this doesn't even touch the individual issues. Both Sengun and Arman are playing huge minutes, carrying heavy loads on both ends. That fatigue is dragging down their efficiency and defensive energy. At the end of the day, the Rockets' depth lineup has flaws they simply can't hide, both in roster construction and execution. Against weaker, less disciplined teams, they can bully their way to wins with sheer size. But against elite competition, that lineup looks better on paper than it does on the floor. It can work in certain moments, but it's far from a lineup that can dominate everyone.